Hey, it's Tatiana, and this is Lightworker Training. I'm so grateful you're here. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some ways to be sure that you are a clear channel for the light of creation. So stay tuned for more. All right, so the reason why I want to address this video right off the bat is because this is something that I see, it's a huge pitfall that I see a lot of light workers struggling with. And so I want to tell you right off the bat about this, put it on your radar. And it doesn't mean that you have to address this immediately with an action. I just want to plant some seeds so that you can start to process that and start to work through that energy. And you can discern what the correct thing is for you and then take action. The action will absolutely be essential, but please don't get super freaked out right now that you have to fix everything right now. I'm going to tell you straight up, that is not a sustainable way to create a habit. It's going to be a lot more helpful to cultivate your habits over time. That's not to say that you can't do a big makeover thing. If that's your jam, just be ashamed, don't be upset, don't be down on yourself if it doesn't all stick. If one of those habits stick, I'm going to invite you to put that in the win column, okay? So I'm going to let's just suffice it to say, you don't have to do all this stuff right now, okay? But I'm going to share with you what absolutely will need to happen eventually if you really want to be in your power as a light worker. So, number one, you have to stop consuming garbage. Now, maybe the first thing that you thought of was food. Yes, having a clean diet is very important. The most important thing, though, is what do you put in your mind? What are you putting in your mind? What are you taking in through your eyes? What are you bathing in? The frequencies that you're bathing your eyes and your mind, your brain, and your central nervous system in? What are you feeding your spirit? Do you watch TV? And when I say TV, I don't mean just, old school TV. I mean anything on a screen that is some kind of programming. Anything on a screen that is designed to be some kind of entertainment or programming. So, news and any kind of entertainments, even movies. I highly recommend being extremely discerning with this stuff. I recommend getting rid of your TV, getting rid of cable, not watching movies. I know probably some of you are probably freaking out right now. You can watch movies every once in a while, but we got to start clearing some of the clutter, some of the crud, because I'm telling you right now, there is so much subliminal programming. There are spells woven into all of these platforms and the media put forth on the platforms. So you might think something is harmless, but you never know. It could have some really dark energy riding off of it. All of this is an energy harvesting system. So please understand that when you give your time and attention to programming, you are being programmed. Hello, programming. You're being programmed, and you are getting your energy sucked out of you by a parasite. It's a parasite. And the only way this parasite has any power is by stealing your power, stealing your energy, stealing your time and attention. Your time and attention, your real spiritual currency, by the way, is absolutely required if you want to do the light work of freeing your mind, freeing the trapped emotions, freeing yourself of old trauma, freeing yourself of harmful patterns and toxic relationships and all of this. It is absolutely going to require your time and attention. So how do you have time for that shit? Okay, I'm not here to shame anyone. I know exactly why we get into these addictive patterns of consuming garbage. It's because of old trauma. It's because of feelings of hopelessness, helplessness. You know, fuck it, who cares? I'm just gonna fucking Netflix and chill or whatever. Fucking eat some fucking McDonald's and watch some crap on the news. This is total fucking trauma response, okay? I get it. And it's not your fault that you were traumatized. It's not your fault that you were brainwashed, because it happened when you were a child, right? It happened before you could even consent. You were forced into the system, and it went on and on and on and on and on. Now you got a lifetime of crap to heal. But as an adult, now it is your responsibility to take care of that inner child self, to heal that inner child self, to show that inner child self a better way. So if you've never parented before and now you're looking at parenting this inner child, you're probably gonna suck at it or feel like you suck at it, but that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to figure all this out right now. But I am telling you, eventually you're going to have to let go. You're going to have to let go of the crappy food. You're going to have to let go of the crappy TV, the crappy stuff on the internet, the garbage that it's just a time suck. You know? Hey, if you want to just be a node in the matrix and feed the parasite and have that be your life's purpose, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. That's on you. That's your choice. And you get to have as many times around on the merry-go-round as it takes to figure out if that's really what you want to do. Right? So if you want to reclaim your life and do anything else except for feeding this parasite, then you got to just cut the cord. You got to cut off this toxic relationship with the parasite. So could be food, could be TV, could be your addiction to toxic relationships and drama, interpersonal drama. It could be, you know, addiction to substances. Oh my gosh, you know, I'm telling you right now, you are not going to be a clear channel hitting that weed pipe or any other kind of pipe. Sorry. Um, Back in the day, I think that there was something to be said for that generation back in the day, for them to kind of break out of the prison in their minds, by taking some of these substances and having alternative perspectives and things like that. I just don't see that that really works anymore. It could work for a rare individual in tiny doses. So if you've never smoked weed before and you smoke some weed and you had this like amazing psychedelic experience, great. Fantastic. So that's shown you there's another way of perceiving. That's what that stuff is good for, right? So now if you've got some serious health challenges and horrible chronic pain and you got to take your CBD gummies, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying if you're hitting that weed pipe and you want to have clear discernment, you want to have a clear mind, you want to know if it's really your true guidance or if there's a demon in your ear going, you want to be able to tell if you really should be doing this or if that's the parasite trying to hook you back in. How can you tell if you're not clear? Got to get out of that fear porn programming of the news. Got to turn it off. If there's anything you follow, say you're really into these prepper videos, but they make you feel so anxious, like you're never going to have enough rice in your buckets, you got to just put it down and tune into what your heart says about how much rice you need in that bucket. And you're not going to be able to hear what your heart says if you're, hitting a 40 or hitting a weed pipe. Okay. So you got to cut out all those substances. You got to make your vessel clear. You got to be a clear channel to know. So, maybe you got a whole laundry list of stuff that needs to be cleared out of that closet and it seems real messy and overwhelming. Just pick one that seems to be clouding up the most. So you might as well, if you're going to do one, get the most bang for your buck, right? Whichever one feels like this is the one that's really troubling me right now. I know I have to stop watching 4 hours of Netflix a night. So just start weaning yourself off. But it's super important. I can't tell you how important it is. And that's why I'm really hammering on this one, because it's one thing to watch like an educational video like I'm sharing with you right now, but even that can turn into a weird addiction where you're not taking action. Okay? So all of this stuff is siphoning off your energy so that you don't take action on what you know you need to do, so that you can't be clear about what you need to do. So that's why it's so important. And I know if you set your will to it, you will accomplish it, because that is the truth of you. You are a clear channel. All this other crap is just a distraction. And once you see that it's just this little pesky little gnat that wants to suck your blood and it doesn't have any power over you, you're going to clear this stuff, no problem. Okay. But just start small and rack up some wins. And when you do it, take the win. If you decide, you pick up your phone because you got a little muscle memory. You got this muscle memory. You're always looking at your phone. If you pick it up and you go, oh God, I can't, Great. Take the win because you decided you weren't going to look at your phone and you did it. Okay. So start building this momentum for yourself in your mindset. It all starts with the mind. And that's why I'm focusing on clearing some of the stuff out of the mind. Start with these mental habits and start bringing awareness to these things that have become compulsive. And as you do that, it's going to get easier and easier, and you're going to get free. Okay, quick before I end, let me tell you that I have struggled with all of this stuff personally, like hardcore, hardcore, really, really bad habits, really toxic, um, really toxic abusive relationships, really horrible, horrible eating, horrible health, horrible drug addiction, all kinds of really bad stuff, really bad trauma. And so, hey, if I can do it, believe me, anyone can do it. I know it sometimes it seems like such a rare and special thing when we see these documentaries of people that overcome these insurmountable odds. But I am telling you that there is a wave of energy running through the collective right now, and you can catch it. You can catch that wave and surf it all the way to freedom, but you have to want it for yourself and apply your will. And it just starts with really simple things like putting your phone down. So on that note, I'm going to end, and please take some time to do something that connects you to your true self and the organic light of creation. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.